Steven Wang created the Dub app. You may not have heard of it. He's here to tell us more about it, but it lets you trade stocks like Nancy Pelosi does, or perhaps more importantly, like Warren Buffett does. Steve is here with more now. So, Steven, first of all, you have a big announcement to make, and Mr. Varney loves big announcements. So, in his honor, make your announcement.
We do. Thank you for having us. And as of today morning, we announced our $30 million Series A, bringing our total funding to about $50 million. And exclusive for the show is we crossed a 9-figure valuation.
Oh, that's
wonderful.
wonderful.
On track to hopefully be at $1 billion within maybe the next year or two. So that's really exciting. And we're welcoming a dozen plus new investors to the cap table. And our investors include the CEOs and founders of Uber, Airbnb, Robinhood, among some of the best, greatest investors in the world.
Now, was this your brainchild, the idea of looking at how the top investors invested and mimic them?
It was. I was 19 years old when I dropped out of Harvard. I was a freshman.
Another dropout from Harvard. I say another. I mean, Zuckerberg did. Bill Gates did.
Hopefully, we're following his
exactly.
Their
you have some interesting.
It's been the last 4 years since I moved to New York City, and I was really inspired. We were poor Asian immigrants growing up in Detroit, blue collar, worked with Ford and GM, and investing transformed my life. As a kid, I just wanted to make money. So I got started investing early, and I saw just how much wealth could compound if you followed and learned the right way to invest.
Now, you are in support of getting a congressional stock trading ban. What happens if that comes into place? What happens to your business?
Ultimately, if I'm going to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen. It's been tried at Congress for a decade plus. But I will say Trump just came out last week saying he would sign it. I think the first president that said he would sign it if something came across his table. But ultimately, I'm in full support of it. And that goes back to Dub's mission. Dub's mission is to close the wealth gap. And I think Americans today feel more angst at the closing wealth gap and politicians like Nancy Pelosi winning on our dime. And if we can do that effectively, I'm an absolute champion for that. I think the market is a lot bigger than that. And I think fundamentally, Dub's premise is to enable any average American with $100 to invest just like someone with $100 million would. And what do the ultra wealthy do? They're not trading their stocks alone. They're hiring fancy wealth managers, going to hedge funds, or investing in experts like the Nancy Pelosi's and Warren Buffett's of the world. So ultimately, I think Dub's mission is much greater than just politician investing, but we are a big fan of driving home equality across America.
And how do folks get the app?
They can go to dubapp.com. They can download it. It takes 5 minutes to sign up, and you can invest with as little as $100. And I think it's an incredible revolution that we've seen sort of come and unfold.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years old now.
Whoa!
And
congratulations, man.
Thank you. And the final thing I'll say is,
quickly,
hey, Wall Street's wanting us. They've had their shot. It's now time for our shot. And I want to make investing great again. And I want everyone out there that's watching to join us in making it happen together.
Steve Wang, you did it precisely on time. Thank you very much for that. Good luck.
Thank you so much.